ma'am. I am here to have my storytelling, and this is one of Aesop's fable, The Ant and the Dove. Hi, good morning. So this time we will be having a storytelling, and this is one of Aesop's fable wherein we can gather lots of important lessons out from it. So are you now ready? Okay, very good. Now, our story is about the ant and the dove. Who are the characters of the story? The ant and the dove. We all know that an ant is really a tiny creature, while the dove actually is a very beautiful bird. So, let's move on. Okay. Once upon a time, in a flowing river of a thick forest. Look at the forest. The forest is actually very beautiful. So we can say that the setting is a very beautiful. So let's move on. An ant came to the bank of the river to drink water. What is ant doing? He is drinking water from the river. So the river current seemed too high that afternoon. So probably the water this time is high tide. So there is tendency that he might fall into the water because he is very small. Suddenly, the ant lost balance and fell into the water. Uh-oh, look at the ant. The ant, he is drinking water from the river. So we call it, help! 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 Cried the ant. But no one could ever hear this cry. The ant feared that it might be its last. He feared, like, he is worried so much about his life that it might be his last. But then, let's move on. Let's find out what happened next. Thankfully, a kind dove saw the struggling ant. Who is this one? A dove. A dove sitting on a tree saw the struggling bird. So dropped a leaf into the water so that the ant could climb into it. So he directly plucked the leaf and fell into the water so that the ant will be saved. So because of that, he climbed into the leaf and thanked Dove for saving his life. So he directly climbed into the leaf, which is the reason why the ant was saved. So in a real life situation, if you are in the dove, will you help ant? Of course you will, because we should always help one, not just because he or she is your enemy, then dili na kamo tabang. So you still have to help because we are humans and we have to be kind, we have to be polite, right? Okay, very good. So what did ant did at this moment? He said, thank you. Thank you for saving my life, my dear Savior Dove. That's it. So, in life too, we should always be thankful for every situation. We should always be grateful. We should always show deep gratitude to someone who is helping us in every situation of, or maybe if somebody give you something, you should always say thank you so much. Okay, am I understood? Very good. So now let's go. After a few days, a fierce hunter came to the forest. This is the fierce hunter. Look at. The hunter saw the beautiful dove on the tree and aimed to shoot at his arrow. He saw a dove. We all know that dove is a very beautiful bird, and probably the hunter felt really, this one is really beautiful. I want to kill this dove, or I want to own this dove. He felt really amazed about the dove. So that's why he wanted to kill the dove. So we could probably say that in this situation, the dove is in trouble. But at this time, the dove wasn't able to know because he's just sitting right here, singing or something like, or nag-enjoy siya sa iya. But then the ant, which was saved by the kindness of the dove, saw the hunter aiming at his savior. Gladly, there was an ant who saw the dove. Oh my God, my savior is in trouble. Before the hunter could release his arrow, the ant bit the hunter's leg. So, look at the ant. Iyang gipaak ang leg sa hunter. He beat the leg of the hunter, which is the reason why the hunter screamed for pain. The hunter shouted due to the pain from the ant's bite. Ouch! Have you ever tried being bitten by the ant? And it feels like, ouch! Something like that. Okay. So because of that, let's find out. The dove was alarmed by the noise created by the hunter and flew to a safer place. So because of the scream made by the hunter, like ouch, it's very very loud. The dove was alarmed by because of that. So which is the reason why the dove flew from the safer place. So the hunter's arrow missed the dove. This time the ant saved the dove. So look at the arrow. Wala naigo si dove because why? Because the ant beat the hunter's leg, which is the reason why the hunter shouted in pain that makes the dove alarmed. Okay, and she flew to the safe. For the last part, the dove thanked the ant for saving her life, and they became friends forever. So in the story, from the very beginning, the ant was in trouble being saved by the dove, and on the second time, the dove was in trouble and the ant saved her. So they both give and take. So in real situation, we should always be helpful. We should always show someone goodness. There's also struggles, and when we did something good to that person, he will give back the goodness that you show to him. So the moral lesson of the story is that every good deed we do for others will come back to us. So in every good deed that we do in life, there is goodness in return. So I hope you have learned a lot from the story, and thank you so much for goodbye, and I hope you will use this knowledge you have learned from me to other person and to any situation that you will encounter in life. So thank you so much.